And then we are going to start working on our dual boxes. So this video, hopefully, I've got my matting ready. It's over here. That took me 2 hours. So it is a little bit of a process when you're doing the double matting. And I'll go into that here as soon as we get a few more joining us for our double box tutorial. And hi, Lita. So we're going to make the double box tonight. Monday, we will start with that explosion box, the double one that's put together. And yes, the Prima, I just love this. And well, hello. Yes, double matting is a must, especially on boxes. So also, you know what's a must? You need to pick up your Craft Keeper bags. When I made these, they are made bigger than what you can usually buy. So I need to put actually my stuff in there. Hold on. So I want to show you. This is from the collection kit. I've already made 2, and this is what I have left of my 12 by 12. So I do have enough to make a couple more. When I say that these are bigger, if you've ever had a Craft Keeper, let me show you. So I made them an inch longer. So see, everything fits. And then you do get a matching. Mine's just the Disney, but we've got the fall. And so I just put my embellishments there that I'll be using. So I can set that aside, keep everything nice and neat. But the Craft Keepers are online. You got to have the bag. There's Disney fall, Christmas, and there's my fall one. I put it in with my Christmas. So I made Christmas fall, and they are online. And so you can keep everything together. This is one I used last for our planner. Then you just put all your embellishments in here. So you need to get a couple of sets. Trust me, you will use them over and over. They're just amazing. Okay, so this is the Prima, and it's the home baker, and you may have seen they did the preview for it. But I'll tell you what, I've been playing with it now. I mean, we've had it so long. We're already on our 4th shipment, and it's here. So there's plenty. And I'll be using all of this. I love these chipboard stickers. Now, Tiffany did a good job. Let's get scrappy on the design team. So when she was here, she did go through and put some colors together. Lita, you do, because you're going to love them. The Barrel Brown is what I used here. See the Barrel Brown? And I'm kind of now leaning, you could even triple matte. Triple matting is nice, but the Barrel Brown is just gorgeous with it because it has a sparkle to it on the My Colors. And so this time I went with the aqua, no, not the, I almost went with aquamarine, but I didn't. I wanted to go lighter. And I'm going to tell you also how many I use. So I use 4 sheets High Ronda of Aquatint. So I did go Aquatint because it matches the greens. And I did use four sheets of Aquatint. I used 4 sheets of our Artisan Kraft cardstock. And then I used from the 6x, so you want to get the 6x6 pad. And let me tell you, just get 2 6x6s, 2 12x12s, because you're going to wish you had if you haven't seen this paper. And Prima just showed their debut the other day, but I've been selling it because I've had it so long. But I used 6 sheets out of my 6x6 pad, but you get 24 sheets, 6 sheets of each, or 4 sheets of each. So see, I've still got quite a bit. And I wanted to use, you'll see when I show you the matting, the smaller graphics to get the little mouse and the baker on the front of my box. And yes, you can watch the replay. It stays recorded here on my YouTube channel. And then again, like I said, 4 sheets of whichever color you want to use as your double matting, and 4 sheets of Artisan cardstock. And you want to use Artisan cardstock. So I posted the cutting guide, and we're going to just jump in and get started because I'm hoping we can accomplish this tonight. Now the walkthrough is on my YouTube channel. You can watch the walkthrough about all the boxes we're going to be making next week. Now I have my hot chocolate packets. I just didn't have time. So like I'm going to put the hot cocoa packets in here, and then you can put cookies over here. You could also use this again for if you're going to do like a kitchen soap, a hand lotion. It'll fit a lot of nice, cute little things in there for Christmas or birthdays or just because. Or you could do it as a wedding box, bride and groom, and put some cute things in there. And I did not map the back of there. You really don't need to unless you want to. And then we're going to pop our lids on. So cute. And we're going to get started. Okay, first we need 2 sheets that are 10 by 12. So I did put the cutting guide up in the description. And then I also put the cutting guide on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. And if you looked at it and then started cutting, go back because I did add a few more of the matting pieces, but not a big deal. The only thing is I do like to mat my box as I'm going because it's easier to mat when it's flat. And don't get, if you're working with me, you can always go back and watch. Hi, Sandy. You'll be able to watch the recording. It'll stay here on my YouTube channel. So we have 2 sheets that are 10 by 12 and our lids. Now our lids are 6 1/8 by 8 1/8. Then you want 2 sheets that are 3 by 12 and you'll use this just from one of the leftovers. And I've lost one of them, but it's here. My little accordion guy. Okay. This was going to be the show that I didn't lose anything. I did. That's okay. We'll cut another one here in a minute because we don't need that till the last. But I did want to go ahead and score it. Make sure it didn't get in our pattern. Nope, it did not. Well, let's go ahead and cut it right now since we have everything here. So that one is going to be the 6 by 9. And I did cut it. I don't know where it went. Oh, maybe I put it back here. Nope, I didn't. I don't think that's quite 6. No. Maybe I didn't cut it and just thought I cut it. So it's 6. No, I did cut it. Oh, well. We cut it again, so we're good. We'll find it. 6 by 9. Now, another, if you like to double mat with glitter, I will be double matting the Christmas. But let me show you the gold. So your gold's going to be really pretty with it. It was hard. Ask Tiffany. It was hard to match this because I know I was looking for something in the more steel gray, and it was a hard one to match. I thought my stuff was hard to match. Okay, we're going to start with our 10 by 12, and I want the 10-inch across the top, and we're going to score this at 3 inches and 7 inches. So your 10-inch has to be across the top. And then score at 3 and 7. I know that is hard to see. Then we're going to turn it so the 12 inches across the top and score at 3 and 9. Because this is a longer box. And we want to do that with both pieces. 10-inch across the top. And we'll score at 3 and 7. 12-inch at the top, and we'll score at 3 and 9. So I do give your paper sizes. I do not write down the scoring because I hate to do that and then make a mistake. You need 2 lid pieces that are 6 1/8 by 8 1/8. So again, 6 1/8, and then it's 8 1/8 long. And you're going, this is easy. You're just going to score 1 inch on all 4 sides. And I'll repeat. And that 6 by 9 inch piece that we just cut, I am going to remember now what I did here. So I did, there we go. I scored this at 1.5. That's right. We have 1.5 inch sides, and then 4.5 and 7 1/2. So again, 9 inch across the top at 4 1/2. 1 1/2, 4 1/2, and 7 1/2. We don't score on the 6 inch side at all. So that's our 6 by 9 inch piece. No, that's very, very hard to see. Okay, I've got my belly bands. So we're going to do those after we make our box. And those are the 2 3 by 12 inch pieces. So you can just, I've got mine laying here. You can just leave them there or set them aside and lose them like I do, because I lose everything. So we're going to start with our 10 inch by 12 inch pieces for the box. And this is the base. So you'll want scissors, glue, and my all-time favorite helpers are my clothespins, or you can use clips, whatever you like. So first we're just going to burnish up our score lines before we cut. And this is also a great use of your 100-pound cardstock. If you really want to make the box even, it's pretty strong. Prima paper. This is 100 pound. It's got to be 100 pound, because as I was working it and filling it from our cardstock, this is 100 pound, or at least 90. It's got to be a 90 book. It's heavy, so it's nice. Couple of different ways. What we're going to do. So I've got this. This is the 10 inch side. Okay. We're going to cut up the score lines, and I don't go directionally across from each other. I'm going to go around, and the reason being, I just want these two are going to kind of overlap, and I didn't want that, so I'll show you. You can use scissors and cut straight up. You want to cut this line up to the score line. I mean, yeah, to that cross score line. You can use your cutter, use your scissors. I like to use my straight edge knife when it's bigger. When it's a bigger square, because you're just going to cut, and then I'm going to angle it. Again, you can cut straight up, or you can use a knife. Now see, I'm going to turn it so that these two don't match. See, I don't want them both to come up here. I want the weight kind of distributed. Then I want you to turn it again. And I want you to turn it again. And it looks like this, like a pinwheel. So I'm going to turn it over. I'm just going to start up here. And we're just going to angle the outside so that it fits nicer. Otherwise, it might hang over the top of your box. Okay. Now I do just kind of fold that backwards. So if anything's sticking over the edge, then I can straighten that edge up. And do take the time to do that because that's what's going to make your box look really neat. You can just kind of square it up that way. Okay, for instance, let me turn it this way. See that little nubby there? I've got a little bit of the score line, so I can just clean that up. That's good. Okay, so here's where I like to do the matting. And I do give all the sizes. If you're on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations, then I posted all the matting sizes for the double matting. So the green, but I'll still give you the sizes as we go. Okay, so what we're going to be working with right now is I want to do the bottom, and we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do the outside. And then some of these are for my lid. So when you're doing the graphics, you're going to notice most of them using this paper, they are directional. And the way this one cut out, so that's going to be one of my lids. I want that on the outside top of my box. And we have two lids. So I'm going to use those two on the top of my lid. Now on this one, I just used the collage paper. So I'm going to set those aside so I don't accidentally use them. And then for the bottom, you know, not a lot of people are going to see the bottom, so I'll just take the one that looks the most plain and set those aside for a minute. Because these are going to go on the inside of the lid. So here we go. We only need two. We have two boxes. Now I have these for the inside of my lid. They're going to go up on the inside. So I can set those aside. Now for the bottom, I didn't feel the need to mat it. So I'm going to just use the solid colored cardstock. So there's that pretty brown, the barrel brown. But you know what? Almost any brown is going to go with this. Or coffee color. The greens, really the only two that really matched were the two that Tiffany picked out on the My Colors. Okay, so these will go on the bottom. So I'll set these aside for my second box. And the sizes for the green matting, they're going to be 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. And the top is going to be 3 5. Okay, so 3 7/8 is the green, and 3 5/8 is your matting paper, and 5 7/8 is this length. So 5 5/8. Now don't worry, I did post them in the description of this video, so you can just copy and paste them. What I do is I print those off and I literally check mark because there was 8 of the back, no, 6 of the back, because we left 2 plain, and then you have the tops. And I'm not going to actually give you the numbers because they're not in front of me and I don't want to mess up. So be sure you check the description of the video, or you check Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creation, because I posted how many and the sizes, but I'll give them again as we go, because it is easier if we map the box as we go. This is the inside. So I'll put this down. And like I said, I did this off camera because the matting, it did take me almost 2 hours to cut all my papers, decide. And so there's no way I could have cut them on camera unless we were going to be here till midnight. And again, the green is Aquatint. The brown was Barrel Brown. But you could use a rust. There's so many colors you can use with this. All right, I'm going to smear that around. I'm going to flip it over. So this is going to be the bottom. Like I said, I'm not going to put any pattern paper. But you know what? This might pick up some dirt. I might go back and mat it. Even if I just do it with the Kraft again. Of course, that'll pick up dirt too. But I think we'll be okay. The green Aquatint is a canvas. It doesn't have that sparkle. So it has the canvas texture, which is nice. And again, it's 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. Okay, we are on. So this is going to be the outside of my box now. This is going to be the inside. So keep that in mind as we're matting these guys. Okay, now this is where I used my 6x6 paper pad because of the smaller graphics. Isn't that adorable? And this will be on, this is going to go on my second box. So let me set her aside. Excuse me. And I think that was the only one that will matter. Yeah. So you'll kind of want to, like I said, there's a lot of different colors here. So that's going to go. That one. We'll keep this one. Kind of divide things up. So I need some for the inside. So these will be my 2 outside. Okay, the green. And again, the amounts are on the cutting guide. I believe there was 8 of these. 2 7/8 by 5 7/8 is going to be your first color. Your second color is going to be 2 5/8 by 5 5/8. Again, I use the 6x6 pad so that we would get that cute graphic on the box. Like everything's directional, so make sure it's going to go the right way. That one's going to go there. And again, this is directional, so it has to be upside down on camera. 3 7/8 by 5 7/8, and then 3 5/8 by 5 5/8. Now our end pieces, and you're going to want 8 of those. And I'm going to use the floral for the inside. So you have 4 and 4. 4 for the inside and 4 for the outside. And I'm going to use the collage. These are 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. Like I said, I used 4 sheets of green 12 by 12. Then 3 5/8 by 4. 3 5/8 long will be your matting by 2 5/8. And again, it's going to be directional. So make sure when you fold it up, it'll be going the right direction. So that's what this one's going to look like. Completely different than the first box. And we're going to go ahead and glue those down because we can glue all of these down on the outside. Now, you still can put your box together. You can completely put it together and then mat it after. It's just, I just love to mat it flat. It's easier this way. But if you want to make your box with me and go back and do your matting, right now, just use your paper clips and put your box together, just so you can get the feel of how you do it if you haven't made a box before. Like I said, it would have taken 2 hours on top of the 2 hours if we did the matting separate. And I know you guys don't want to be here that long. I'm going to see what's going on here, because I'm not getting many. You guys are really quiet. I mean, comment-wise. I know some of you are saying, because I'm talking so much, you don't have to talk, right? Okay. So again, just double check that it's going to go the right direction. Also fun to put coffee pods. You could do a whole coffee themed box with this. Okay, let's turn it over. And we're not going to mat the inside because of the reason we got to put all of our tabs down. So what we want to do is right now just reburnish all of those score lines, since we've put the matting on and we're kind of squished them flat. Yeah, I was thinking another cute thing would be your cupcake wrappers, and then your things to decorate cupcakes with in the other box. You could put candles. You could make a really cute birthday box. Okay, we've got everything reburnished down so that everything will be square. And I'm going to just start here. So I want to fold this in. So we're going to actually do 2 tabs at one time, the way the box goes together. Now I could have cut these off and made them shorter, but you know what? I want that cardstock left on there because it gives it more stability. It gives it like a double layer. Okay. See, this is going to fold in. Just hold it. We'll let that just grab it for a minute. Now see, you want to make sure your box is square. Okay. Make sure we're square. We're not. Okay. Let's put on there for right this moment. Let's see how this one's going to go inside. So it's actually easier if you just kind of fold that down. We'll add our adhesive to the opposite side. Right now I'm just going to focus on this one on the long side. Whoop. I mean to spin it around. See, I'm pushing the bottom. I'm literally with this my thumb here. I'm pushing it up to match the top of my box because it wasn't, and I want it to match the top because I want it to be square. Don't like my box is not square. Okay. Then you can burnish down those tabs. Don't worry if like the corner's sticking up because we're going to put matting on top and it'll glue it down. Sue, the green is Aquatint. It's the My Colors. And Tiffany, when she was here for the October retreat, put together the colors for us. And I did the brown on the original box, so I wanted green on this one. Okay, see, there's our box. Now we're going to make it even stronger. So I want to... Oh, did I not cut enough of these? Oh, I did. Okay, because this is for, we need these for the other box. So you'll have 2 more for the outside, 2 for the inside. And if you guys like this, oh, wait till I'm going to show you on November 1st. I'm just giving you a teaser. I can't show you, but I can show you November 1st. And you're good. It's also going to be recipe themed. And you are going to absolutely die when you see what's coming in November. So if you love this one and you love these colors, you're going to love what's coming. I'm pretty excited for November's release. I can't tell you though. I want to tell you, but I can't tell you. We got 2 surprises coming. One is actually coming Wednesday, and they've been sold out everywhere, and they made special provisions for me. Well, for Country Craft Creations, for you guys, because you're so great customers. So those will come out Wednesday, and I can't wait for those either. I'm just loving this paper, and I'm loving the direction they took the recipe paper in. This can be so many things, though. So fun. Even this does have direction, because of the writing. Okay, those are going to be our ends. And this time I will hold it. There we go. I have one beagle down here. I don't know where the other 2 are. They better be behaving themselves. Okay. Now I need to do the sides. So again, I want to make sure I don't take the one that's going to be on the outside. Those two will go on the other one. Okay. This will fit right inside our box. Now, if you like a little bit darker green, Sue, this is the aquamarine. So those are the two Tiffany put together while she was here, was the aquamarine, and I'm using the aqua tint. So it's got that, it's got that greeny, just a little bit of blue in it. I'm working with glue, so always keep a finger down so it doesn't slide, or a couple of fingers. And burnish well. Okay, there's the bottom of our first box. So that will face to the outside. And Sue, you were late coming on, I think. The first box I used Beryl Brown. Beryl Brown is really nice too. Okay, let's put that box aside. Let's make our second box. And we already did our scoring, and we're going to do it the exact same way. We're going to first burnish those score lines. Super cool project too to take if you're going to a crop. And then again, with the 10-inch side first, on the right hand side, I want you to cut straight up that score line, however you're most comfortable. And then do cut an angle in there. Turn. Now another way, you can fold it like this. Oh no, you can't. Not with this. Ignore me. I was thinking album cover. Don't even do that. This is the Cricut knife. And you know what? We just ran out of them during the retreat. Oh, I'll clean that up with a pair of scissors. It's really nice. And when you change the blade, see, here's the difference. Like I said, I don't have any more in stock. They've been out of stock. So I hope they get them in soon. Okay, I won't really need that again, so I'm going to put it away. You may have gotten one if you bought a Cricut. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over, and we're going to clean up the edge on the flap on the outside. Okay, now I want to clean up my long side here. So I fold that in so I can see if there's anything hanging over the edge. Keep it nice and straight. Most of the time, it's just that bumpiness from your score line. Okay, guys, too, if you are, usually I'm going to beat Tiffany. She's going to be like, what? If you're enjoying my video and you don't want to miss any of the upcoming boxes, please make sure you hit like and subscribe. And then if you want to see the other boxes we're going to start making Monday, be sure to watch my video under live. And I show you the different boxes. And there's Homer. All right. While you guys are getting caught up, I'm just going to, it's getting dark. It's time to close the blinds. I can't believe it's getting dark. So next week is trick or treat. And then we turn the clocks back. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. If you remember, this is the inside. So we have the plain one for the bottom back, and more of a plain one for the bottom of my box. And I'll give you the measurements again. Okay, the bottom is 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. Your matting is 3 5/8 by 5 5/8. Put those corners down. Hey, let's flip it over. And our plain green piece is just 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. Remember, when using glue, it's like wallpaper. You gotta spread it out. Okay, let's do our matting on the outside. I got 2 for the inside, 2 for the outside. My little mouse with the mason jar from the 6x6 pad. So these green pieces are 2 7/8 by 5 7/8. The matting, so this is from my 6x6 pad, is 2 5/8 by 5 5/8. No, that way. When I bend it upwards. And then, yeah, that is directional. Then we want 2 end pieces. Again, those will be our collage pieces. They are 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. So my matting is 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I did ink the edges, and I was using I'll tell you what, Alt New and Catherine Pooler inks. I won't use any others anymore once the others are dried up. So I did use Redwood from Alt New, and it seemed to match the coffee rings, believe it or not, in this paper. And the last one, I think I used a chestnut or something. I'm trying to use up my other ink pads because I won't use now the Alt New fresh dye ink. It's so nice, and so is the Prima. I mean, not Prima. Prima. Remember when they came out? Those were nice, but they don't have those anymore. Catherine Pooler. Sorry. Yeah, I just threw away all my oh my gosh, from years ago, my Prima inks when they came out with those. But they don't have those like that anymore. And the other ones just dry up too fast. So that is called Redwood. I forgot to tell you guys. Again, watch your direction. Is anybody making the box part tonight? Are you just watching and going back? Okay, there's my outside. And we're going to do the same thing we did on the first one and just burnish up the score lines. And I just saw something I need to fix. There we go. That's a good idea, Rhonda. I do too. I try to finish projects and then move on to the next one because I hate unfinished projects. You know what? Here's the difference. I went to oh, thank you, Jenny. I went to the Simple Stories and I did have fun and I love it. I love Simple Stories, but I came home with every single project because you can't finish it. They do not give you the time to finish it. You don't have time to finish it. And now I've got a basket of unfinished projects. And I hate that. I hate that because I don't think I'll ever get them finished. But I'm really going to try over the Christmas holiday. I'm going to try. So I know how you feel, Rhonda. Get one done and then go back. Oh my goodness. It's stressful when you have unfinished projects. You feel like you're being wasteful. But they'll sit there and I'll get them done. But I got to do all my other projects for you guys first. I really enjoyed doing that more anyway. Okay, we're going to bring up this side. And again, do make sure you match those corners so you have a nice, pretty box. So just move it. It'll move a little bit. I know. Oh, I know, Sharon. The greens, the brown, it just, Yeah, they did a really good job. These are, I believe they're, I don't know, they're new designers. I've never, they came out with, I'll have to go back. This summer they came out with one and I didn't really pay attention. We did bring it in. It was the in the forest or something. Their colors tend to be dark, the girls that do this, but oh, let me tell you, they're doing amazing. They're killing it with their designs. Now they do have a Christmas one we have in the store, but like I said, in that one I didn't quite give a second look because it was so dark. But now I'm going to give it a second look. Oh, good idea, Suzette, because if you don't make a list, if you're like me, then you forget and you don't go back and you're like, I knew there was something I wanted to do. All right, we're just going to take that one off. Leave your clips out. You're going to need them for the lid here in just a minute. We're going to finish those down onto the glue. Okay. Also, it's starting to get a little chilly. I don't know if it's getting chilly where you guys are, but for those of us that do ship, of course, I'll have it in the store if you're local. But you're going to want to start getting, this is the time we start stocking up on our glitter glue, guys, November-ish, because the company will stop shipping it. Our glitter glue will not send it to us stores that are in cold weather. So be sure you hop on and get your art glitter glue for the winter. And I go through about 4 bottles of 8 ounce. So that should give you guys kind of an idea, depending on your heavy crafting or not. I do 4 bottles all winter long. Okay, that's my front. So this with the graphics in the back, because you really don't see this side. So that'll be my less graphic paper. Yes, I even bring home paper from the warehouse and forget. So I have to, that's why I use my Kraft keepers. I put them in my Kraft keeper. Hold on, let me see. My front door is locked and somebody wants in. No, come here, Charlotte. I don't know what she's barking at. All right, we'll just put the cameras on and we can kind of watch. If there's another doggy out front. Yeah, I'm getting really good now. I grabbed my Kraft keeper. So see, I put all my Alice in, well, it's not Alice. I put Curiouser in there, so it's ready now. I've got it in my Kraft keeper, and I'm trying to be more organized. So I'll know which tutorial I'm going to do next. So all right, let's put down the inside front piece. Okay, let me mute you guys for just a second. Maybe. Okay, and then my 2 inside ends are going to be the floral. boxes are what I call piecework. They're peaceful to make, but they do take a bit when you pre-cut all your papers. But it's just, you just cut, ink, mat, and then they're ready to go. Oh, you know what? That's a fabulous project, Bonnie. Yeah, Michelle Allen from Let's Create. She did a project planner, and I'm going to have to look. We have our New Year's Eve group. I don't know. A lot of you are in there, and you've been in there for years. It's where we do our New Year's Eve free crop on Facebook. And there's somebody else did, or maybe that was Sandy. She did a Christmas card keeper. Somebody made another one, but Michelle, yeah, that Kraft, that's Let's Create project planner is perfect for writing down all of those different things that you want to make. Hi, Julie. Yes, it is, and you get to look at it every day in the store. Okay, so see my two different fronts. So my boxes will go like this. So there's a front and there's a front. Okay, it's lid time. Okay, we've already scored our 6 1/8 by 8 1/8. We scored it all the way around. So now we're just going to burnish all 4 score lines. Now basically we're going to do the same concept. We're going to cut up the score line to make our little tabs right here. These are small, so I'm just going to use scissors straight up. And I love Uniquely Creative because they're angled at the tips. It's not a straight tip. I'm going to do it just like my box. I turn it. Now these are short, but I'm still going to just kind of stay with the way I did the box. They're angled, so when you get up to that corner, it's smaller. You have to use them to understand what I mean. They're just really super nice. But I do like my straight edge on bigger. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. And you're going to angle the outsides. Okay, so there's lid number 1. Let's mat it. Okay, we talked about these. So this is going to be, see the little mouse? So she was from the 12 by 12 and she was in the corner. So do look at this. When you look at this pattern paper, you're going to see there's so many different dimensions and areas. So when I cut it, this was from the 12 by 12. This is, of course, the 6 by 6. So this bigger one was here in the corner on the stripe. So I made sure to get her so that she was here in the corner. So you can see the size difference. The 6 by 6 is nice for that. So that's going to be a top. That'll be the inside. That's going to be my second top. And that will be an inside. Those are super pretty. Okay. So for this one, and I did do the double matting for it because I want my lid to be nice and sturdy. Again, 3 7/8 by 5 7/8, 3 5/8 by 5 5/8. Now your lid is a little bit bigger, and you're going to have 1/8 of an inch all the way around. If you don't like that, I did. That's what I wanted was the triple look. It looks like it's triple matted. Then make this 4x6. And this is making a box is kind of a rule of thumb as to everybody says, well, what size scraps do you keep? If it's not 4x6, I usually throw it away. But see, 4x6, you can pull that out and use it for matting. You can use it for mats, tags, cards, anything. So keep all your 4x6 scraps. These go in the garbage. I know you should have seen everybody at the retreat when I said you're going to cut it. Now that scrap goes in the garbage. Tiffany just about had a heart attack. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Yeah, it's not 4x6. And this is a perfect example. The 4x6, you can pull it out and have matting just ready to go. And then keep a bin that says 4x6. Okay, this will be the inside. Now, another reason, though, to have this a little bit smaller and to have that 1/8 of an inch, when we put the double matting here, you need that room. And that does give a little more space for the thickness to come up. But you could still go 4x6 and be fine. But when you're folding things, you do want some space there. Okay, I chose from the 6x6 pad, but you can use your 12x12 because I wanted to see some of those words. I don't know if you can see them. Baker's book, but there's words that are on it, and they're more readable on your 6x6. So we need 4 pieces of the green that is 7/8 of an inch by 5 7/8. And I do believe you need 8 of these. So 7/8, 5 7/8, and then 5 5/8 by 5 5/8. So we want 2. I'm going to use that because it says Baker's book on the next one. 2 for the outside. Then we're going to want 2 for the inside. So these will be for box number 2. And then you need your sides. And I did my sides just with that collage. Oh, these ones are 7/8 of an inch by 4. So I made these a little bit longer. So I'll have 2 of those for the outside and 2 for the inside. And then you need 4 for the second book. Actually, that's good. Okay, let's lay those down. Oh, hi, Stacy. You'd be amazed at my garbage can. You could come shopping, but you know what? You can't save it. If you save it, you won't use it. And then you're going to come on and say, what does everybody do with their scraps? I've got so many, I don't know what to do with them. I know it's hard, but once you get used to it, just throw it in the garbage. You can do it. You know, and when I do throw it in the garbage, I can show you. I don't bend it. So these 2, garbage. I throw them in the garbage, and then what I do is I don't bend it up and I don't smash it. And that way, if I need to go back and grab it while I'm doing the project, I can go back and grab it. No, but you know what, Bonnie? I thought of that. The little Nespresso mugs will, because this is 3 inches. The espresso mugs will fit in there, and I've tried those, but no, a coffee mug, unless it's a little teacup, like the teacups are smaller, you could get a teacup in there. one of the little dainty, but the saucer won't fit if you're going to use the saucer. Now, it's kind of hard. There is I've got a mug. I can make a mug box with you. Actually, we could make the two mug boxes, and then you just connect them with. You're going to see the connector part that we're using. Well, like Tiffany and I, we've made some pop-ups at the retreat in our albums, and it's kind of the same idea. And I was thinking, if we can join like two pages and then it pops up, why can't we join two boxes and make a pop-up? So I tried it one night and I loved it. And so if you don't like it, you can just make these as separate boxes. Just make one. You do not have to join these together. But like Tanya would say, you don't have to join them together, but it'll be wrong. That's what she told us at the retreat when she was teaching a tutorial. Well, you don't have to do it that way, but it'll be wrong. Now, really, you don't have to join them. But how fun to give a gift in each side of the box. And the recipient really isn't going to be expecting, the boxes to be stuck together. Okay, we can't put the matting on the inside yet. But, oh, Tanya, are you still with us? Yeah, that was everybody's favorite line. You know what? She doesn't do lives, but she teaches at the retreat. She'll teach our Wednesday early setup project. And I'm telling you, she's good. Uh-oh. Did you find a ball? We haven't been playing ball the last couple of nights because of the time change. And I'm going to have to start playing ball in the mornings because I got some sad puppies. Okay, really burnish these. Don't be afraid if you're using Artisan because you want a nice square box. Okay, let's throw the ball. I have to throw the ball as we're crafting. Okay, let's fold in 2 tabs and get your clothespins ready. Oh, and I think Homer he stole the ball from Wilbur. Yep, he did. Okay. Again, there we go. Homer's naughty. He just stole the ball and he took off with it. Yeah, no, you are too good. Yes, and she does say some really funny things. We really enjoy it. Okay, just burnish those down. We'll get the inside matted. And I'm using the exact same thing and the exact same measurement. Oops. Okay, we have lid number 1. Right there, you can stop if you want and have a box. And you're done. Nice heavy box. Going to hold a lot of stuff, but we're going on to number 2. Okay, let's do the exact same thing. We're going to burnish up those score lines. I actually wanted to have one box done before I went live, but it didn't happen. So that's okay. You can see it hasn't been too bad. We want to angle that off, turn it to the side. I used to say when we did our cutting this way, I used to say we're going around the block. It's kind of what it feels like. I'm just cutting around the block. Okay, we're going to flip it over and cut the outsides. Okay, same size matting. The outside is going to be 3 7/8 by 5 7/8, and then the inside matting is 3 5/8 by 5 5/8. It's so hard. I think we'll do more of the green so it matches, and we'll do this on the inside so it matches the first lid. Just in there. Wilbur, did he take your ball? Did he? He did. He's not happy. Okay, exact same size. If you're newer to watching the videos, remember, there's no written, so you have to write these down as you go. Or you can grab them off of Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations, or in the description of the video, I did put the matting, but I did not put the scoring in there. So you'll just have to pop that off of the video. Okay, we're going to do the front, and we're going to grab those pieces that I already matted that are 7/8 of an inch. Darn him. Sorry, guys. 7/8 of an inch by 5 7/8. And we want 2. Homer. I'm sorry that they're doing this during the video. And then these are 4 inches by 7/8. And then your matting's 5/8 by 3 7/8. And there we go. I drop everything on the floor. This is, oh no, this is Saturday night. I keep thinking my days are so messed up. It's like, wasn't I just live yesterday making the Christmas planner? But I guess that was Thursday night, wasn't it? Homer, I'm gonna beat that boy. Does anybody want a beagle? If he doesn't stop it, there we go. I want the homemade with love. I have no idea what he's barking at. All right, I'm just going to take a peek on the stairs. What? You think? Okay, let's burnish this down good. Homer. He's being obnoxious is what he's being. Okay, let's burnish up our sides. We're actually almost done. Well, kind of. We got our belly band, but that's not bad at all. Okay, I think we're good. So I'll start with these 2 ends. All right, let's do the matting. The supplies for the box. Sharon, you need 4 sheets of Artisan Kraft cardstock or whatever Artisan color of your choice. You need 4 sheets of the My Colors in your choice of colors. Again, the colors that Tiffany picked out were Beryl Brown, Aquamarine, Aquatint. There are a couple of other colors that she chose and that I chose. I don't know if she had chose this one, but I think she did. It's called Allspice is beautiful with it, and it has the dot texture. And then this one has the shimmer to it. These are all my colors. It's Irish Cream, so if you want to go lighter. And then I used the 12 by 12 paper pad, but you're going to get more than one, of course. I've already done 2 with the 12 by 12 and the 6 by 6 paper pad. Then you can get 4 or 5 actually. Then you want to get embellishments of your choice. I like the chipboard words. And of course the ephemera pack. Let me show you. This is your ephemera packs. And I do show that in some of the videos where I just did a walkthrough. And then the flowers of your choice of color. You'll see them on the website that match this collection. Those are the chipboard words. And that's it. And then you've got some fabulous Christmas gifts. And if that dog don't stop barking, he's going to be sent with your next order. Actually, we bought bark collars. They're just the type that vibrate. And it gives a beep. And they don't like them. And I took it off because he was being so good, but I think he's going to get it back on. Okay, there's lid number 2. Only thing is it does cut her little head off, but that's okay. Now we want to go ahead and create, which we already did, our 6 by 9, and we scored it at 1.5, 4.5, and 7.5. Hi, Connie, long time no see. So I'm going to fold that in half on our 4.5 inch score line. Okay, then these 1.5 inch pieces, just fold those up. That's going to create the accordion piece. And if you ever made this in a mini album, that creates this pop-up here. Isn't that cool? So go ahead and burnish that down well. So these 2 inside pieces are 3 inches by 6, and these are 1.5 by 6. And what I chose for my 6 by 6 pad was these recipe pieces. And the green, let's start with the outside pieces. This is actually, everything's just going to be on the inside. I didn't do the back side. These are 1 3/8 by 5 7/8. You're double matting. And then the inside pattern paper is 1 1/8 by 5 5/8. They're going to go on their sides. The green is 2 7/8 by 5 7/8. And then your matting on the inside is 2 5/8 by 5 5/8. And that's what's going to be that's what's going to connect our boxes together. So we're going to go ahead and mat that down all on the inside. You know what? I take that back. You're going to want 5 pieces of the green. I have not cut the double matting for my belly band. So if you don't want to double mat it, you only need 4. If you want to double mat it, you're going to need 5 of the cord, whichever color you want for your double matting. Making sure, yeah, it's directional. Are the recipe pages, Bonnie, do you mean this this one? This is 6 by 6. Now, you guys, you can use 12 by 12 if you want for this whole box. You don't, but you're going to want. Yes, this one's Aquatint. You're definitely going to want the 6 by 6 because the graphics are smaller, and that's what's going to create this really cute front or anything else you want. Oh, and don't forget the recipe cards. The 4 by 6 pack is all recipe cards. This whole collection, like I said, is adorable. And if you love this one, you're going to die when you see what another company, I've already got it, but I can't show it till November 1st, has sent me. They've taken these recipes, papers. You know, I have the one, my kitchen one. That's very, I mean, this is very much prettier, of course, but it has the stove and everything like in here. And so I was pretty excited when I saw that they're going this direction, because this is going to be a great recipe paper, well, especially the other one. Because if you don't like rodents in your kitchen, no, but it's super cute. The little mice, but they're going to be great for those vintage recipes also. I know it is a whole week, but I have to, Connie, but one of them's coming out Wednesday. They're sold out everywhere, and I was able to snag some. So I'm pretty excited. Okay, let's reburnish. Oh, yeah, this is one of those papers that you're going to buy. Oh, there's a mosquito for your stash. It's so cute. Again, burnish, burnish, burnish. Okay, let's grab our boxes. Now, and take the lids off. But one thing to remember when you're working with your boxes. Okay, this is going to go in the center. So make sure you don't put your pretty graphics to the inside. Okay, because what we're going to do here first, turn your box upside over on its side, and we're going to attach this right down here at the bottom of our box. So whichever is easiest for you. So this is going to be attached to the bottom. And then again, boy, that mosquito, you got to make sure everything's directional. It's getting cold and the mosquitoes are getting crazy. Mosquitoes are a pain out here. Okay. I'm not sure. She might not be. I think. I don't think so. I think her and her husband go out for dinner on Saturday night, but I'm not positive. Okay, there's box number 1. Just make sure it is secure. Corners are down. Oops. Need to get glue there. What do you need, Tiffany, Connie? Now, I kind of got that over the edge. And that's okay because I'm just going to do a trim where I kind of miter it in. Okay. I'm going to fold it all the way up. And I'm going to add my adhesive here. Okay. I'm just going to put my boxes together and match them up here. Use your surface. Now flip it upside down and let's get it burnished well. Right now it's a little bit stiff. Now when I close the box, what I do is I bring that one up. I put the lid there, and so it's stuck on the inside. And then put the lid there, but we're going to put a belly band on. So how exciting will that be when your recipient opens the box and they're like, oh my gosh, how cute is that? So you can even like put a pocket. You can put a pocket here and pop in some gift cards, like to their favorite coffee shop if you're going to make it a coffee theme box, because this paper is so beautiful and it will go with anything. Okay, now we need to keep this thing closed with a belly band. So we're going to do, this is the one I've got for my first box. Let me put it on here. So see how much more that will add. That one goes to the box number 1. And you have 2 pieces of cardstock. They're the ones in the beginning I told you to put aside. And they are 12 inches by 3. Now we're going to be connecting these on the side. So what I'm going to do is about halfway in, I'm going to go ahead and connect just about a ½ inch. Let me see something. Is one longer than the other? Yes, it is. I mean, wider. Oops. Okay, well, I guess I cut one maybe at 2 7/8 instead of 3. And that's okay too. Okay, mine are going to be 2 7/8 by 12. But I'll still give you the proper measurements for the 3-inch. Well, I love fancy fold cards because fancy fold cards become fancy fold mini album pages. I use them, and that's where this fold came from for the box too. It was a card pop-up that we've all been using forever. Okay, make sure that's good and dry and grab your box. Now I want my seam. My seam is going to go in the middle of the box. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of fold those where they hit the box, and then we're going to fold them over and burnish them. Because there is absolutely no way for me to give you score lines on this. Yeah, I was wondering what fancy food cards were, but then I thought, okay, you're using recipe papers. And that was funny. Okay, so now that goes there. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that mosquito on the screen, but he's driving me nuts. So we're going to fold that. I'm going to fold that. Now remember, don't make it too tight. You need it to, you really do need it to slide. So on this one, before we really fold that down, I'm going to kind of mark with my finger where I need my glue to go. So my finger is going to be my spot holder. And I'm excited. I wanted this to go no more than 2 hours. Oh, but wait a minute. No, we did go more than 2 hours. We're only 40 minutes over. Sorry, guys. Okay, it's not dry, so I'm just going to work it off from the dried end because we don't want to have that come apart. Now I can fold that over. Now this is also why I did not give you measurements for your matting over on Scrapbookers. You don't know what size it's really going to become until we make it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and try it again. It will be tight at first. It will loosen up. There we go. Oh, you know what, Terry? You just gave me a great idea. How cute would this be a Christmas Eve box? And make it with your Christmas paper. All right. I do not mat the inside of this belly band because if you do, it's going to be way, way too tight. Okay. So yours is 3 inches. So you want to cut your matting will be 2 7/8. Now you need to measure yours. Mine is going to be 8 1/8. So I'm going to grab another piece of the green, and you would cut yours 2 7/8. mine will be 2 5/8 because I had to cut mine too short. Now I don't know what size yet the sides or that back piece are, so we'll just do it one by one on this. And I do like to double mat this. And apparently I can't cut. What on earth size is this? 2 7/8? Oh, mine should have been 2 3/4. So we'll use that later. Okay, Maddie, I took it from my leftover pieces. And when I was cutting this from my first album, look how cute. So I decided this is going to be the darker on my belly band. I think. I don't know. You got, maybe it won't be. I don't think I like it now that I've got my box together. Isn't that crazy? Here I thought I had that all set in my head that that was what I was going to use. And I don't think I want to use it now. So. I really like that. Oh, I know how that feels. It was 2 years ago. So I'm going to cut this at 2.5. This is the Baker's Handbook. So I hope you have a quick recovery. Now this one is kind of bordered in, so I'm going to take off the border. I like it to be symmetrical, and then I'll cut this at, we'll start with 8 inch. Oh, wait a minute, though, I don't want to cut that off. I wanted the mice. Yeah, even though with knee surgery that you're sitting down, it's hard to craft. Well, I won't get my, oh, you know what, these guys can go on the side. Isn't that adorable? So I cut this at 8 inches. And you'll cut yours 2 5/8. And then I'm going to take another 1/8 of an inch off. Well, Terry, I hope it went really good for you. I need to have my second knee done. But I thought I was going to have it done this year. And I'm like, no, I just don't have time. Look how cute that is. I do not want to be down. I had my first knee surgery 2 years ago on December 16th. Oh, you have a cruise in December? Wow. Did you have a full knee replacement or a partial? The only thing, you know what? The only thing I would not do again, I did the physical therapy at the house. But then they make you go to physical therapy. No, they don't make you. They insist on. My doctor, though, said it was up to me. I could just do the exercises. But I went, and I wish I hadn't because they hurt me. But Bonnie in Canada, you don't do anything for 2 weeks. No physical therapy or anything. And she healed so much quicker than me. And I'm a fast healer. I was shocked. They won't let them do anything. You do nothing. Like, I had physical therapy at my front door the next day that I was home. I'm like, so when I do it again, this is just personal. I'm not doing physical therapy other than what they do at home. And I'll just keep exercising on my own. Because it really isn't too bad if you do your exercises. But hey, guys, that's just personal. I'm not telling you anything that you should do medically. Okay. Your first one is going to be, yours is going to be 2 7/8. Mine's going to be a little bit shorter. It looks like my back is only 8 1/8. So I'm going to cut it at 8. So for me, it's 2 3/4. I cut mine too short. By 8. And then I'm going to take the top. Let's see. I don't want to. Now, this is one thing I'm keeping. These are nice borders for decoration. So let's see what we can get at 2 1/2 without cutting. Oh, I didn't. Yay. So I have saved her ears. Yeah, physical therapy. I walked in there. No, I went in. One girl, they left me in a room and kind of, and then this one, she came in and she says, well, let's see how far your knee, and I was on the table and she just pushed. She pushed my knee flat. I heard her. I said, I'm not going back. And I didn't. It was terrible. You know what, Bonnie? She had a family loss. She lost her son this past summer in a tragic accident. So that's why she's doing some healing, and it's been very difficult on her. It's their only son, and he was in a race car with a friend, and that's what happened. So we still talk to her quite often, but she's well, she's going through all that grieving process. Like I said, they have 2 children, and he was their only boy. So this year has been hard. I know for a lot of you too, it's been hard on our design team members. A lot of them just, but hey, they're troopers. They keep going, and that's Bonnie. She keeps going on other things. And so 2025 is going to be wonderful, and we're going to have that free crop in our New Year's Eve group on Facebook. And we're going to get rid of the last 4 years, and we're going to start over great. So regardless of belief, the most important thing we do for each other, all of us in this community, is either think of each other or keep each other in our prayers, whichever your faith level is. Just putting in those positive vibes for each other or prayers is the best thing we can do. And craft and being together, because that's where a lot of through crafting, believe it or not, a lot of healing takes place. We don't realize it. And I just think it's being together. Yes, Rhonda, it has. And you, I keep you in my prayers a lot, even though we don't hear from each other. But if you see somebody and they're just not on here anymore, hey, just holler. Sally's been going through a rough time with Jimmy, so she's still here. Everybody's just kind of learning to navigate some of the new waters in their life. And we'll just be here for each other. And this one is cool. I got an even number. Mine's going to be 3 inches. And it looks like I already have. Well, good night, Terry. And I hope you heal well. So I'll just cut this scrap, which is the same width as my belly band. So 3 inches, right? Yeah, 2 7/8. And then this little cute one is going to be 2 5/8. Because my height and stuff was already there. Oh, so I get to still use my little buddies. We're almost there, I promise. I know it's been. Well, no, guys, wait a minute. It's going on 8 o'clock. It has only been 2 hours. I started at 6 my time, so hey, no, we're doing good. It's because I did the other matting. You can see it. It is time consuming. But it's fun. I do wish they had an 8 by 8 of this pad. That would have been fun. Now I need to do a measurement here. Same. We got 3 inches. And 2 7/8. Oh, good. I'm glad we could be here. I know Saturday night's kind of an off one for me. You know, I'm usually having to do the baking and stuff on Saturday night because, you know, Wilbur, I have to bake his treats. So this is going to be 2 3/4. It's Mr. Sensitive to everything. But truth be told, I'm out of treats. So I didn't want to bake tonight. I just wanted to craft. That says molasses cake. So I have to bake the doggy treats tomorrow. Okay, that doesn't quite look wide enough. And it's not. Oh, I don't want to cut into another piece of paper, but I think I have to. Yes. We'll go 2 7/8, and I think mine was 2 3/4. That's right. So I cut it the wrong way. Okay, we'll pick a different one. You can see the size difference in the graphics from the 8 by 8 and the 6 by 6. Well, oh, I have another scrap. And because, let's see. Oh, that wasn't a scrap. I think I had that left, didn't I? Okay. A little bit of the mixer there. See how that goes. I think I did it wrong again. No, I did not. Okay. Just need to take an eighth of an inch off. Oh no, Stacy, I did not know that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. No, you never will be the same again. Ah, it's rough. Of course, they did say. We just got to get out of this year. That's all I can say. Next year next year has to be better. Even so, it hasn't been when we think about it. Or no, when I think about it, I have a place to live, I have food, and I have lots of craft supplies. I try to be positive. We're almost there. Like I said, 2 hours right now. We're not bad. So this is going to be my front. And I'm going to turn that glue gun on and get out my embellishments. Oh, yeah. See, it fits actually a lot nicer, too. Yeah. Bonnie. Yeah. I know where she's coming from, and it's just awful. Okay, let's get out some embellishments. You've got so many cute things here. You even have tags. These, though, I don't know. I just love these chipboards. Okay, let's get the little glue gun. And I'm just going to kind of replicate here. So before I turn the glue gun on, because it is really fast. Oh, well, there comes my flowers. And then you got to have the Home Baker orange ones. They don't really put a name anymore. We've got these pretty Satan crystals, but it's this ephemera. Ugh. You know, for this one, the other one, I used the mason jar, and they're nice and sturdy. And then this recipe. So I did restaple them closed. Oh, Rhonda, you couldn't do that because you craft so much that no, somebody needs to just not give you that advice. So here's our little KitchenAid mixer. And it's going to have to be on the top here. We'll get the flowers on first. Then we'll see about homemade. We've got the baker's handbook, so I'm not sure. look how, I mean, you can make cute little books from these. And here's that beautiful mason jar. There's a couple of different mason jars. And then there's that recipe. So I might use that again, our little mouse. We've got rolling pins. We've got spoons. We've got aprons. So I'll just leave these out here. And we have whips. Oh, and we have barking beagles. It is, Tanya. It is so good for the soul. I'm going to go ahead and get my hot glue gun on. And if you can tell, see that orange? So you could even get a rust. But there wasn't a lot of rust. I wish they'd put more of this color in the collection. I don't think the flowers are too much different. You bought 2 dream boxes. Good for you. Good for you. Now, these flowers are also from the collection, and I did use these with the G45, the green Christmas. But I'm just loving. I don't think I want the green. I want the bluish this time. Even though the green, I don't have 2 though. I used it on the other explosion boxes. So then I'll have my mixer kind of tucked away in there after we get the flowers on. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. And then I do have a ribbon. It's a little bit different, but I didn't have this original one. We have this online. It's the gold and rust. This one is just a rust. We have it too. Let's see. That's almost ready. So I'm just going to put my ribbon through the belly band. This is online. I think it's online. It should be online. I should have gotten you guys the link before I got on. But I'm just going to tie it around the belly band. And it's double-sided, so it's really nice. It's one of the metallics. I think that's one of the metallics Tanya just ordered it, but it's gorgeous. Oh gosh, I need to get it. I need to find you guys the link to it. I think it's a newer one. It's a copper though that I have online. And there's a couple of different coppers to choose from. So that'll just sit there. You don't even have to really glue it down. Oh, let's go ahead with our hot glue gun is ready to go. Yeah, it's copper. The other one is gold, and let me get it out for you. I didn't have enough to tie around when I grabbed it. It's a gold on one side, and these are all online. There's black and silver. They're really easy to spot online and just put in ribbons. But this one is definitely more copper. Kind of brings out the coppery colors. I thought I had a green here in the studio, and I don't. I would have used probably a green, but I do like the copper. And the messy hot glue gun. So pretty. Goodness. Okay, I'm not going to pop this one up. I'm just going to add glue here to the bottom. So that's my KitchenAid mixer, and we'll have it, over the top there. There we go. Put the ribbon there. I keep wanting to bring some more green in, but we'll use some green dots, or we'll use our Satan crystals. Bring in some of that turquoise green. Well, it's more. Oh, it's more in a second. Because instead of that recipe, I do want to use these. I just love them. So we have the Baker's Handbook. So let's go with let's check out the homemade. Oh, that's, wait a minute. That might be way too long. Yeah, that's way too long. So I do need a short one. Oh yeah, Sweet Memories. We're out of the copper and brown, or the golden brown. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get this on the website. I'll get that number to Tanya because I do have a full roll. So it was for the October. Oh, that's right. Tiffany used it in a project for the retreat. I forgot. So we do need some more Satan crystals here. And kind of stick with the gold. And we will get more of this ordered. More of the copper. It's been a hit. This one, we've ordered more than once. So we will get it ordered and ordered a ton more. Oh, these crystals are so pretty. Can you guys see those? They just, look at how they pick up the light. Super pretty, super pretty. Stuck to my finger here. The only thing is these little guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut those off, the strings. It's hard to see. I know it blends in, but see how cute. Well, thanks for joining us, Tanya. And of course, you go feed him. I'm almost done. I'm just kind of playing around now. Because, I mean, I kept you guys for over 2 hours. Oh, so cute. Like I said, you have so many cute things that you can use or not use. I mean, look at that chef's hat. Oh, look at the little babies. But I think that I'm good. I think I'm good here. I'm happy with the way that looks for sure. And that is a mess in my craft room. And that is our cute little box. That doesn't go in there. It's our double gift box. And see, that wasn't hard to do. In fact, it comes together really quick. I mean, it's not stressful at all. Oh, but let me show you. So if you pick up this collection, don't forget, you need to pick up your strings. So there is the twine that goes with it. Super fun. I need to put that in the bag. And then also there is the floral ephemeras that has all those beautiful flowers inside of there. And you can pick that one up. Now also, you don't have to put everything back in plastic to use your little craft keeper. Now that I've got it open again, oh, look at this. We could hang a dish. Yeah, we got to hang that from there. A hot pad. Too cute. Yeah, Julie. So Julie works in the store. I'll bring this to the store next week and we'll get this. We can display this one of them in the store. Let me get everything in my bag. Little mouse wants to keep running. But I do keep these because look at the packaging, how adorable. And it's like everywhere. So that's our darling box. I hope that you guys had a lot of fun making it. And thanks for hanging out with me for over 2 hours. And I'll just get everything cleaned up, put away. But before I do, I want to show you. So when you make a project, I think it's always fun to look at the two different mattings. And let me just pop this one. This is with the brown, so you guys can kind of see side by side. See, that's the brown that I showed you in the beginning, and then the green. So there's your two different looks. It gives it a totally different look depending on what you want to go for. And Monday night, we're going to start with the explosion boxes, but we're not going to get those done in one night. So I will have one box done, then I'll do another one with you so that you can then catch up the next day, and then we'll be live again and we'll continue on. They're not hard, but you guys are going to love them. If you haven't seen them, go to my video last week where it's called projects that we're going to be making, and you'll be able to see the explosion box with the album in it that we're going to make. Oh, cool, Denise. Well, we'll see you next time, and I'll see you live on Monday. Yes, you can go on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations, and I did post the times and the dates through November that we'll be creating the boxes, because if you remember, there's a third box. It's this one, and it will be done in Christmas paper, but we're putting an album in it. Look how cute. We're putting an album in it. And that one has the mixer. Just a cottage kitchen, dream kitchen. I know, Monica. Good night. I'm leaving. I'm just cleaning up as we're talking. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.